What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Brian Noonan. You know, I've been a stock investor, an online business owner, and a seller on Amazon for over 2 years now. One thing I've never done is talked about investing. Where do I put my profits and my money? What do I invest into? Do I invest into stocks, equities, bonds? Do I invest into real estate? What do I recommend that once you start earning some money and making profits from your online business, e-commerce business, where should you be investing your money? So in today's video, I'm going to, for the first time, break down for you guys here on my YouTube channel, stock investing for beginners. Whether you have no idea what a stock is, you've never heard of bonds or equities, you will learn a ton in today's video about what it means to be an investor, how to become more valuable to the marketplace, how to develop a high income skill, and why I think it's so important that we focus on earning more versus saving more. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time entrepreneur, Amazon seller, and investor. In today's video, I'm going to break down stock investing for beginners. Every single week on my channel here, I release 1 to 2 new videos covering everything Amazon FBA related, e-commerce, being an entrepreneur, making money online. If you enjoy that type of content, please do me a favor right now. Head on down and press that subscribe button. Give me a like or like this video and drop a comment. I choose 2 lucky winners every single video to win a 30-minute coaching call with me. One of those calls could be yours. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, showing and teaching you guys how I went from a struggling drug addict 6 years ago all the way to a full-time 6-figure Amazon FBA seller. Without any other delays, let's jump into stock investing and investing for beginners right now. Coming up. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've been trying to... What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. All right, guys, welcome to my computer. So 2 tips I want to start off with before we jump into the video going over stock investing and investing for beginners. Number 1, super powerful tip in business for the market in general is number 1, you have to become more valuable to the marketplace, either through your product, your brand, or a skill you have. You have to become more valuable to the marketplace. That's number 1. Number 2 is you want to grow the top line of your company. Any business you start, you want to focus on revenue, not saving, not lowering a cost. You want to focus on making more money so you actually have money to invest. America has kind of the whole, save throughout your life, then invest, then retire at age 65 and live the rest of your life off your investments. I like to think of it opposite. In the beginning, you should make money so you actually have money to invest and save later. One huge, powerful business mind that I follow a lot is Grant Cardone. If you want to learn more about, just America, how they have kind of the business mindset backwards, I recommend his book called Be Obsessed or Be Average. It's a great book. Same thing with 10X, the book 10X, that will also help you to grow your business, to focus on making more money, making more revenue in the beginning, and then worry about saving later. So make more money and become more valuable to the marketplace. You can become more valuable to the marketplace either by learning a high income skill like copywriting, like social media management, or how to run Facebook and Instagram ads is super in demand and profitable. And then offering a high quality product. If your product solves problems and is a solution provider to the marketplace, whether that's on Amazon or your own Shopify store or an Etsy seller or all 3, if you sell a product that solves problems in people's lives, you will be rewarded financially. So those are just 2 tips. I wanted to start off today's video going over about business and investing is become more valuable to the marketplace. And number 2, focus on earning more, not saving more in the beginning. All right, now that that's out of the way, I'm in my TD Ameritrade account. So to get started with stock investing, with investing in general, there's a couple different places we can put our money. You can invest your money into stocks and bonds, into equities it's called. You can invest your money into real estate. Those are things like houses, flipping houses, apartment complexes, multifamily housing. Same thing with, like storefronts, like office buildings and commercial properties. So there's real estate, there's stock investing into equities, there's bonds, and then there's other like things like, storage units and stuff that creates passive income, kind of like royalties if you write a book, or you own the royalties to a screenplay or a TV show you wrote, you can earn royalties. But in general, In this video, I'm going to cover stock investing. So when it comes to stock investing, the two platforms I recommend that you get set up with, or one or the other, is either TD Ameritrade or Robinhood. Now there's some other platforms like Goldman Sachs, but these two are the ones that I recommend the most, Robinhood and TD Ameritrade. These are platforms that allow you to buy stock in any company that's publicly traded. Now, we have companies, but not all of them in America or across the world, not all companies are traded publicly online. So for example, Airbnb is not yet a publicly traded company. You can't invest into Airbnb. Now they are planning a public offering, which means they're going to go public and offer stock or a piece of their business to investors. And that's exactly what a stock is. When you buy a stock, you now own a small little piece of that company. Normally, you always had to buy one share of a company. You'd buy one share or 10 shares or 100 shares or 10,000 shares. And now that's a part of the company that you now own. So Robinhood and TD Ameritrade are both the platforms I recommend to get started with investing. There's also other investment apps like Acorns that rounds your change up to help you save more and apply it to investing overall. So we have these two platforms. You can sign up for one or the other. How much money do you need to actually get started investing? I started with $100. You guys don't need thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to invest into the stock market. Now, every single company that's publicly traded that you have the ability to buy stock in or a piece of the company, every company's share price or stock price is different, and it always is changing every single hour or every single minute during open public markets. So the New York Stock Exchange, the US Dow, and the NASDAQ are the three big platforms in New York, the financial markets, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the New York Stock Exchange. Those are the three platforms that these companies are listed on and traded publicly. When you buy a stock, every stock will be a different price. A share could be as little as $1 or 60 cents for one share of a new company that doesn't have any proven, results of sales and earnings, or it can be as expensive as like $3,000 for one share. Amazon stock is currently about $3,000 for one single share of that company. So it can be as little as 10 cents. It can be as expensive as $10,000 for one single share of a company. How do you decide which companies you should invest into? So there's two different ways I kind of look at which companies I should invest in. Number one is called growth stocks. Number two is value stocks. Growth stocks are companies where it's like Peloton or Airbnb once it becomes public. Those are growth stocks. You're buying that stock in the hopes or in the expectation that the stock price is going to rise, okay? So I can pull up a company here like Peloton, their symbol, and symbols are what you use to look up companies. You can type in Peloton. I just know I'm an investor in Peloton, so I know their symbol is PTON. That's their abbreviation. And then it shows me their stock price right here. I bought their stock when it was down to about $64 per share. I think I bought 5 or 10 shares. Again, you guys don't need thousands and thousands of dollars to get started investing. That's what's so cool. You can start with buying one share at a time, one share of this company, one share of that company. That's what's so cool about stock investing. So Peloton Interactive, when I pull it up post-market, because the markets are closed right now, its closing price was $94.07 per share. I bought this company, I bought like 5 or 10 shares a few months ago, and the price was around $64 per share. This is a great example of a growth stock. A growth stock is a company or stock where you just buy in so you can make the money. So if I own 5 or 10 shares of the company, I buy the stock at $60 and now it's at $90. I just made 60 to 90 is $30 times 5 times. That's how much money I just made in just a couple months from that one stock with those 5 shares that I own. 30 times 5. That would be my profit because I bought the stock at $60. It's now over $90. So that's a growth stock. And that's when you invest into stocks that have growth potential. Another example, Airbnb. Their stock will become public. Lemonade is another company that just became public. These are new companies that are innovative, maybe brand new to the market, like Uber or Lyft, are growth stocks. They're not profitable companies yet. Uber and Lyft don't make any money. They lose money every single year, but the hopes is they're setting their business up to make huge profits later on. So Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, those companies are profitable, but they don't offer dividends or very low dividends. Microsoft, I believe, does have a dividend, which I'll talk about later. But investing is either growth stock or value stock. A value stock would be like Walmart. You can buy a share of Walmart or IBM or Costco. Those stocks offer dividends. Now, a dividend is a small portion of the stock that you get every single quarter. A dividend is like 50 cents per share dividend you're paid every single quarter per share that you own of that company. So really, when I look at investing, I'm mostly investing into growth stocks. Stocks where I expect to buy the stock price at 60 and let it go all the way up to 160 and then sell it. And all the money in between is profit. And then you have to pay a little bit in taxes at the end, earning taxes. But that's a growth stock where you expect the stock price to go up and you're just investing because it's a brand new company. It's a growth company. They're growing quickly. They're innovative and they're a newer company. That's a growth stock. Value stock. Costco, Walmart, those types of stock, IBM, Microsoft, those are value stocks. Their stock price, yes, does go up every quarter, but it's not expected to go up as fast and as high as a growth stock. A value stock, you're really buying for a security blanket. These are established companies. The risk is lower that the stock price is not going to go low. And you're really buying it for the dividend. Some companies have a dividend as high as 5% of their stock price. You're paid every single quarter per share that you own. Those are dividends. And so dividends can really add up. And I actually will do another video on dividends and reinvesting the dividends every single quarter. So you can just continue to compound interest and compound your earnings doing nothing but just owning a share of the company. You're paid a dividend every quarter. You reinvest the dividends every quarter. You maybe buy more shares. You're getting more dividends. And that slowly, $1,000 you buy now at age 30 or 20, when you're age 50 will be, $200,000 with compound interest as the stock price goes up, as the dividend goes up, and as you reinvest those dividends. That's a value stock or a value play. So guys, when you want to go and look at which stocks you should buy, I have a watch list that I keep track of, like a watch list. These are companies that I come across. I use bar charts. I use TD Ameritrade to look up different companies. Now, how would you decide which company you should invest in? Here's what I recommend doing. Pull up the stock. So let me just pull up a company you may be familiar with. JP Morgan Chase. You may have a Chase bank account. BAC is Bank of America. Maybe some of you have Bank of America bank account. I recommend starting with investing into companies that you're familiar with. Facebook. Instagram is part of Facebook, so it'd just be buying Facebook stock. Twitter, you can invest into Twitter. Disney, you can invest into Disney. You can invest into Costco or Walmart. These big giant retailers like Amazon, Kohl's, TJ Maxx. You can invest into these companies with as little as buying one share. And actually on Tesla and Apple, those companies have split shares now where you can actually, instead of having to buy a full one share, you can actually buy just like 1/4 of a share with some of these platforms. Like I know Goldman Sachs has that. So you can actually buy little pieces or slivers of a stock versus having to purchase a whole share. So when I look at Tesla, I think that's a growth stock. Their stock price has gone very, very high quickly. Apple is kind of a growth and a value play. Apple is an information technology. They have services they provide. They have hardware like cell phones and iPads. So it's really a value and a growth stock. I would buy it for both reasons. Apple is a great investment. But what I really look for when I'm looking to decide, should I invest into a stock? Let me just pull up a symbol here, like NVIDIA. Here's what I would look at when I'm deciding whether I should invest into the stock. First, I look at the stock price. I like to only have to buy like 1 to 10 shares of a company and not have to spend more than like $500 for all 5 shares. Just because I'm investing small amounts of my earnings from my other businesses slowly as I go. So $500, I would maybe be able to buy 1 share. Versus if I look at a company like Citigroup's share price is $43. Then there's different sectors to the market, okay? There's financial sectors like banks and lending institutions. There's energy sectors like Chevron and BP Mobile. Those are in the energy sector. Then there's consumer goods sector like Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson. Those are consumer packaged goods. Then there's, food and grocery. There's all these different sectors of the market, and you'll hear analysts, if you ever watch the CNBC stock show, different analysts come on and are more bullish. Bullish means that they're confident that that sector or stock is good. That's bullish. And then bearish means they're negative on the stock or the sector. They think it's going to go down. So there's different sectors within the market. Financials are kind of struggling right now because it goes off of interest rates. And so investing into these companies, you should also consider, are they profitable? Are they making money? And then also you have to take into consideration when you're investing into stocks, the political landscape, because that can affect it. Who's the president? What's the status of the U.S. economy? All of those factors go into the stock price because different companies will rise and fall on different headlines or news or a new president or, something happened at the company where the CEO left. So there's a whole lot of factors that go into which companies you should invest into, but here's just a couple big ones that I look at. I look at the stock price, so $43, I could afford to buy 10 shares of these. It'd be roughly, $500, so I'd own 10 shares instead of one, like the last one we looked at, NVIDIA, which is a software play or a technology company. Citigroup is a financial, it's a bank. Let's see what other ones I can look up. Why don't we look at Apple? I think it's a great stock, and we can look at their share price is $110. I could buy 5 shares. It'll continue to go up. It's up 16 cents. No, it's up $3.24 just today. I also would look at their 52-week range. Their PE, price to earning ratio, around 30%. 40% is good. Shares outstanding, that's not super important. Dividend, you can see their annual dividend is 82 cents. So you're paid annually 82 cents for every share that you own. Held by institution means how many hedge funds and companies own the shares of the company. Also, it could mean that the company is buying back their stock, so that's important. But really, guys, I also look at these reports and ratings over here. These are analysts who study the market 24/7, estimating what they think the stock price is going to do and how the company is going to do. You can see here, outperform, buy, long means buy, hold means hold on to it, neutral means hold on to it, don't sell it, don't buy it. I look at the ratings, and then really I would use bar chart, which I'll pull up here. Barchart.com is a free tool that you can use. And let me pull up Apple here and let me show you the different features that they give you, because they show you a lot more information. And a big one that I'm skipping over too, guys, is the graph. You have to look at the sales graph. How has the stock price been trading? That's super important, so you understand and you can kind of guess where the price will continue to go. So right now the share price is $110 for one share. You can click here on these graphs. You can do 3 months or 6 months. I look at 1 year to get a really good idea of the share price. Now we can see once this loads, the share price has been as low as $53 in October of last year, and it's slowly gone up. It went down here, maybe a correction in the market or a bear market. That was actually during coronavirus there. That's why there's that huge slant, because the stock market went way down. All the stocks did. And you can see it's slowly been just going up, 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 up. And this is how you get an idea too on whether the stock price will continue to go up. There's certain patterns you can look for in stock prices as well. I won't jump into that in today's video. And I think I'll wrap up there, guys, for how just an overview of what stocks are, which stocks I look at investing for, the growth stock versus value stock, dividends. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video going over stock investing for beginners. I really enjoyed making it for you. Leave me any comments or questions you have down below if you want me to check out a stock for you or you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer those personally down there as well in the comment section of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots more great content on business and entrepreneurship coming your way soon. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great day.